Hey everybody, it's Jamie Oikle, founder of RunningRestaurants.com, where we help restaurant owners and managers answer the marketing, service, and operational questions they need to run a more profitable business and have more fun and success in their lives. Today I want to talk about control. That's you being in control of getting customers into your restaurant. You know, one of the biggest universal fears of restaurant operators is that no one will show up to the restaurant. And a lot of days it's a wait and see game, isn't it, right? And that's frustrating and nerve-wracking because you've got perishable food getting prepped, you've got wait staff and back of the house coming in. You've got rent and electricity bills to pay, and of course the list goes on and on and on. So how do you help ensure a consistent flow of customers into your restaurant? Well, you've got to proactively reach out to your customers and prospects, right? And how can you do that? You could do a 50% off daily deal, and that would give you some traffic. Not the kind of traffic we necessarily want, and not what I want to talk about today. You could do some advertising in the city newspapers and magazines, and that's not a bad idea, but it tends to be expensive, and you're not really sure if it works, right? You could send out some postcards or mailers to your local area. Certainly something to consider, though. Again, a little bit expensive and requires significant pre-planning. So one of the best answers, as it turns out, is doing online marketing programs. They're inexpensive, they're flexible, they're fast, and the results are trackable. And you can see the myriad of online options available for restaurants, from websites to Facebook to mobile and more. All right, so where's the catch? Why isn't every restaurant just nailing these online options? Well, the answer is actually pretty straightforward. Many are just not sure where to start and how to proceed, what to do first, second, third, and so on. And oftentimes when you don't know what to do, your hands get tied and not much ends up getting done. Maybe a basic website's up and that needs updates, or the restaurant's doing some tweets on Twitter, or they found Foursquare. I mean, some things are happening, but are the efforts in the right place? Is the restaurant putting the right priorities forward? Are they pushing ahead on some new areas as well? Well, there's a lot of options out there, and it can be a bit too much. So let me share something with you that I developed for some clients who were seeking help in this online arena. This is a hierarchy chart, and it's not super fancy. It just serves the main purpose of helping your business know where to focus your efforts for the most impact. And here's how to think about this as a restaurant. This graphic charts importance on the vertical axis and usage on the horizontal axis, where usage is defined by both how many folks have access to use the tool and actively actually use it, the service as it relates to restaurants. Now, from an overview standpoint, you can see the quadrants listed, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can think about this as being priority sequenced. You want to do the things in quadrant 1 first, then quadrant 2 and 3, and lastly, based on resources, you can add quadrant 4 activities. So for example, let's look at this filled out chart, and you can see that website ranks high, and that's the WS in the top right corner for both importance and usage, and that makes sense, right? The web is the most accessible and used of any of these technologies. And so right there, that should be your number one priority of your online efforts, to get your website right and firing on all cylinders for your business. You can see on here other elements in your quadrant 1 include email marketing, Facebook, claiming your listings. Great. All right, now let's look at this and bring this to a framework that's even more helpful visually, and that's the online marketing pyramid. This is something that I created to, again, show the priority importance of the potential online marketing activities a restaurant can undertake. There are 15 elements included in this pyramid. That's a lot, but let's look at how it's constructed. On the top, at the peak of importance, is your website. Your online presence begins and ends with your website. It's your home online, because most of these other elements will push people to your website, and so it's critical to get your site right. It's just critical. Another way to think about that is it's the roof of your business, right, or of your house. And if you don't have that, you'd be in big trouble. So website is clearly the first priority. All right, the second tier includes the next 2 levels, and that's email marketing, text message marketing, Facebook, and claiming your listings. You should absolutely be doing these 4 things. They're all quite easy, and they all have significant impact. They're all very achievable, and they're very doable for any restaurant business. So there's no huge time or dollar commitments here that are necessary. These are just solid online marketing areas to help build your pyramid and build it strong. Now, if that's all you did, if you just did those 5 things, you'd actually have a pretty strong online effort. Yes, your pyramid would be shorter, but it'd be well formed here. I'd like to see you keep building, of course, because now in this third tier of activity, you have a lot of ability to differentiate yourself and start to pull away from the competition. Many restaurants will do most of the activities in those first 2 tiers. Now, they may not execute them as well, and so you still have an advantage there, but how can you really pull away? Well, have a mobile-friendly website. That's big. Blogging is big. Doing the next tier of social media with Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, that's big. Those are very nice additions to your online marketing arsenal. And from there, you can even build one more tier. You can get advanced with your mobile app. You can get up to speed with location-based sites and services. You can market with QR codes. And of course, there's a litany of additional social and mobile option programs and services to participate in. So this online marketing pyramid for restaurants contains all the building blocks you need for creating your online marketing strategy. And it's important to have a framework such as this because the reality is there's a lot to do and only so much time and money. So as a restaurant, you've got to be able to prioritize what's most important, what's next, what's after that. And now remember, you don't have to do absolutely everything here. That's a bit overwhelming to think about. But can you nail half of them? Sure. 3/4 of them? You bet. So right now, what should you do? Okay. Go to priority 1 and view your restaurant's website with a critical eye. View your site from a typical desktop computer. Okay, check it out on different web browsers that are available, and that's Internet Explorer, Firefox, there's Google Chrome, there's Mac Safari. Make sure you're looking at it. View it on a laptop. Check it out on an iPad. Look at it via a smartphone. Go ahead and find yourself in Google. Okay? Find yourself on sites like Yelp and Urban Spoon and Foursquare and CitySearch and others like them. Look at what you're doing well. Take note of what you're missing. What can be fixed quickly and what can be scheduled for an update in the near future. And let me share with you part of a tool that I use to help restaurants do an evaluation like this. This is my online marketing, online restaurant checklist. So use this to do your evaluation and create your action items for your restaurant. Are the key elements included? Okay. Are they easy to find and well executed on there? Do you have content in these key categories? Is your website making money for you? Because it should be. So do that review. It's very important, and use this as a springboard for understanding your online marketing strategy. Because as it says here, online matters, right? The number of users using online tools to find out about restaurants is huge and growing even bigger. So you just can't be swinging and missing here. You need to know that there's 5 main buckets to think about: web, social, email, text, and mobile. And really the key to success is integrating them all together into your restaurant's online strategy. All right, so in the next video in this series, I'm going to talk about common myths about restaurants and online marketing. So to be notified when that comes out, all you have to do is just enter your name and email address here on this page and hit let me know. So that's all for today. I hope this was useful for you. This has been Jamie Oikle from runningrestaurants.com. I'll see you soon.